I just unlocked the cheat code to studying so fast it feels illegal. Seriously, life is now on easy mode. Have you ever spent days cramming, only to get the same grade as your friend who studied for like 2 hours? It's the worst, right? Even worse, are you missing out on weekend plans, ghosting your group chats, and still getting mid-results? Yeah, that ends today. The truth is, you're not the problem. It's the boring, outdated, inefficient way you've been taught to study. But don't worry, I'm about to change that. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to cut your study time in half, get better results, and actually have a life outside of textbooks. Let's go. Ditch the sugar. Your brain will thank you. Look, I get it. That chocolate bar is staring at you. That energy drink is calling your name. But trust me, sugar is betraying you. Sure, it gives you a quick boost, but 10 minutes later, you're crashing harder than a toddler who skipped nap time. Studies from UCLA show that excessive sugar slows your brain down and wrecks your memory. Instead, try brain-boosting foods like nuts, berries, or even dark chocolate. Yes, that's the loophole. These keep you sharp without the energy roller coaster. Trick your brain into liking studying. If you sit down to study already dreading it, guess what? Your brain agrees. But here's the plot twist. If you tell yourself, this is going to be quick and easy, your brain actually believes you. Harvard studies show that positive thinking releases chemicals that make learning faster and easier. So try this. Before you start, say something like, I can finish this topic in 30 minutes. Sounds simple, but it works like magic. Set a timer and speed run. Your work ever notice how you work 10 times faster when a deadline is close? That's because your brain thrives under time pressure. So, instead of studying for hours and hours, set a 30-minute timer. Challenge yourself to finish as much as possible in that time. This forces your brain into focus mode. This trick, inspired by the Pomodoro technique, helps you work smarter, not longer. And the best part? Your brain actually stays sharp since it knows a break is coming soon. The 80-20 rule. Study less, score higher. Not all information is equally important. The 80-20 rule says that 20% of what you study gives you 80% of your results. Translation? Focus on the high-yield stuff. How do you find it? Simple, look at past exams. The same types of questions always show up. Pay attention in class. If your teacher repeats something, it's on the test. Summaries are your best friend. The important stuff is already highlighted for you. Instead of drowning in endless notes, spend your energy on what actually matters. Learn backwards. Start with the answers. Why read an entire 300-page textbook when you can just start with the answers? Here's the move. Go straight to the chapter questions, find the answers, and work backward. This helps you see patterns, spot key concepts faster, and cut your study time in half. Face your weaknesses instead of avoiding them. Most students spend way too much time reviewing what they already know. It feels good, right? Too bad it's useless. The real game changer is facing the topics you struggle with. Write down what confuses you, then tackle it first. Bonus trick? Teach it to someone else. If you can explain it simply, you truly understand it. If not, back to the books. AI is your 24/7 tutor. Use it, we live in the future, so why are you studying like it's the 1800s? AI tools like ChatGPT can summarize your notes, explain tough concepts, and even quiz you. That means less time studying and more time actually learning. Instead of staring at a confusing textbook, let AI break it down for you. Learn from your mistakes. This one's simple. Every time you get a question wrong, write it down. Then, before a test, review only your mistakes. This forces your brain to fix what's broken, instead of wasting time on stuff you already know. The secret to studying faster: just start. Half the battle is sitting down and starting. Once you do, momentum takes over. So if you're still here reading this, it's time to go apply these tricks. Oh, and share this with a friend who needs this ASAP. Let's get those A's without the stress. You got this.